Hello everyone and welcome back to Save the Farm. If you clicked on this video, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. My name is Bluebelly and I play simulation games. Today, I hope you're in the mood for some harvesting, because that's what we have to do. We have some harvesting of corn and then some harvesting of canola. And I think we're going to be spending the vast majority of this episode doing those two things. I think this cornfield's going to take up a ton of time. So what we might do is make use of the worker system a little bit. I don't use courseplay, but I do occasionally use workers when it makes sense for what we're trying to get done in a particular episode. Now, if you see down here, for some reason, part of this field did not turn ripe. It did not ripen. I don't know why. I'm not running seasons, so there shouldn't be, some sort of failure to germinate going on here. So what I'm going to do is actually cut this section off. We'll see if I can keep it straight on this row here. And I'm going to work on this upper section. And then we'll get this, we may end up using this section down here for more silage. If you watched the last episode, we did a little bit of corn silage for our cows. And we don't have a ton of cows yet, but that is one of the goals of the farm, is to increase our number of cattle. As the series name indicates, we are in debt with this farm. So the goal is to get out of debt and, save the farm and keep it productive. And I think we have an opportunity to do that with the equipment that we have and the setup that we have. There's some really nice fields here, 4 fields down here in the bottom right corner of the Midwest Horizon map. I'm really enjoying the map. I'm really enjoying this save. I've got, like I said, some unique vehicles. I did load in a few things that are going to be relevant to this playthrough. I don't know if I'll do it this episode, but I did get a tanker to put on the back of our Mack truck. So I'll show you how that works with the IT Runner pack if you're not familiar. So we can run up to the store. Well, we'll have to take out another loan to pay for it. Or we can wait until we get some of this grain in. But I'm hoping that once we have enough cows that are producing a good bit of milk, then it will justify having a bigger tanker truck. We're not quite there yet, so it might be a little while. But I loaded that in, and I also loaded in a modded Farmall 656 that is similar to, I don't know horsepower wise what we'll be able to do with it. So I didn't, I'm not going to run out and buy it just yet. But I did make it available because I ran across that here recently and thought, in our mix of Case and International Harvester tractors, it could end up being a good fit. So we'll take a look at that. There have been a lot of people okay, here we go. In the groups that I'm in, there have been some people making comments about the series. Like when I share the link and stuff, they're saying things, which is really nice to have. But I'm not entirely sure that they're actually watching. I think they might just be commenting on the screenshot. So that's kind of a bummer. I hope that the engagement on the series is genuine here sooner rather than later. Okay, once this is, oh boy, it's going straight through. But once this is filled up, I'm gonna probably put it straight in the silo. 30,000 liters. And sorry I don't have the convert to bushels mod. I know some people are big into that for their realism. Let's see here. Can I get this to be... How about that? That looks cool. So the auger, I believe, is on the left side. So we'll auger out here. I could actually probably put this on the truck. Pickup truck would probably handle that field just fine. Until we have a lot more pigs. We probably don't really need all this, but will that keep going? It will. So I'm going to tab over to another piece of equipment that we haven't really used yet. Do we have a bucket for this? Oh goodness, another thing we need. Oh boy. Alright, well, I was going to show you this and go clean up the pig slop, but it doesn't have a bucket, and I don't want to run up there and do that just yet. So, go ahead and tab back to the grain cart and head back out to the field, and we'll keep working on the corn. Sorry about that. I really thought that I'd be able to clean that up. Since we're not doing anything with this big case right now, I think I will go ahead and swap these. Like I said, I'm not real sure how much this tractor is going to get to do on this size farm. It's just, I don't know, the size of the tractor. Oops, well, that doesn't help. That was my fault entirely, and the tractor is not to blame. It's not super responsive turning radius wise either. So we might be moving on from this old girl here sooner rather than later. Okay, big one. There she is. Man, this thing already needs to be repaired. Excuse me? I'm a bit confused about that. Wrong type of hitch, I guess. What a day on the farm here. I was not expecting these kind of problems. Well, let's try the pickup. If not, we'll go back with the International. I might use the landscape tool to take that bush out. It's a little bit frustrating having that there. Yeah, this attaches. Just going to leave it here because we don't know where. Wrong button. They're right next to each other. In my defense, they're right next to each other. Oh, fuss. There we go. Let's go. Let's get another 30,000 liters of corn. In fact, since I put 30,000 in the barn, do we want to maybe another 30 in the silo? I don't know. I'm not sure how much we need to have on hand for the amount of pigs we have, which is what, like 6? 6 pigs are going to take a while to go through 30,000 liters of corn. We can plant more corn before we run out of that, but I'd love to not plant more corn, to be honest. I'd love to go with some more expensive cash crops to help us chisel away at this debt. Big cash crops like canola and soybeans are the way to go, in my humble opinion. Hope everybody's having a great day. Really appreciate people taking time out of their day to come check out my farm. I have no idea how, when you create a series on YouTube, you just sort of go with it, put it out there, and you have no idea how things will be received. And I've been learning a lot in the past year about the things that people want to watch. One thing that I've learned is that, some of these playthroughs that I really enjoy, I enjoy them, but not necessarily viewers. And so if you're here and you're watching and you enjoy this, it really would help me out if you would let me know what you like about it so that I can do more of that kind of thing. I would assume if you're the kind of person who's clicking away from videos like this, then you're not still here at the 12-minute mark. So I'd be silly to ask the opinion, why people leave. I want to know why you stay. If you could let me know what you're enjoying about it so that I can make sure that I do more of that and so that I highlight certain things over others, that'd be really fantastic. I know it feels a little bit silly to switch headers and go work in the canola field when I still have clearly a lot of corn to do here, but I also feel like adding a little bit of, are you kidding me? Adding a little bit of variety into the episode seems to me like something I would want if I was watching. But I don't know. Man, this truck is so quiet. It's like this on one of the other maps I have it on. Alrighty, here we go. Get this turned around and headed back. This farm is not big enough to need 2 combines. I just need to be patient. Just need to be patient with it. And the canola won't fill as fast. It'll do more of the field before it gets full. I want to say these fields were fertilized once, so they're not giving the biggest yield that they could. And I think I saw weeds in here, if I remember right, so I must not have sprayed. We do have a sprayer though, so I may have remembered to. I could just hop out and look at the report. Weed 0%, fertilized 50. Yeah, so we sprayed it once with fertilizer and once with herbicide. So that's good. Good, good, good. That does help the yield. So if that much was 30,000, do you think this is a 100,000 liter field? Probably pretty close. Pretty darn close. Oh wait, that much wasn't 30. That was like 40 because it was the 30 that I dumped plus another 10 that's in the wagon now. Very interesting. I also want to check real quick while I'm thinking about it. I want to check and see, do the pigs with this setup, okay, for whatever reason, certain maps and certain pig like troughs, sometimes they need different things, and these ones do not need other grains. They just need a root crop. So it looks like spuds are in our future. I would like to do some potatoes. The only problem, and I may have said this in the last episode, and I apologize for repeating myself, but the only problem with root crops is that it's such a pain to buy them. Can I get... Okay, here's what I might look for. Everything's on sowing right now, but I might look for contracts for harvesting a root crop, and then I can keep the overage. That would be cool. Then we could have root crop for our pigs, but I won't have to buy the equipment to get to do them. Work smarter, not harder, you know what I'm saying? So we're at 60,000 here, huh? Alrighty. Man, I have no idea how I'm going to do this field work in episodes. I guess hiring workers is how I'll do it. Because there's no way people are going to want to watch me going up and down a field like for a half hour at a time. Alright, let's take a look at the financial situation. So we're 195. Let's look at the store. So here's the tractor that I was thinking about getting. Okay, so there's no narrow front end. Oh, demonstrator, that's funny. And chrome stack or stock muffler. Oh, it's only 68 horse. Yeah, that's not going to help us. We'll use that on another save. But we need some help in the medium range. Wouldn't that be funny if I have all these mods and I end up using the base game case? Somewhat ironically, I think this is like the perfect age, perfect time period for this. Look at this. This 214 horse, I think, is exactly what we need. That's 120 grand. But if I sold some other stuff on the farm, that could be it. That could be our solution. I do have this 86 series that goes up to a nice... We could put it up here to the 100 and... Ugh, I do not like the light bar. I could do something like this. That's only 6 grand, which is very reasonable. And then we would have a nice middle-sized tractor. I may end up going with that. Yeah, we'll see. I thought there was one other IH mod that I had here, but I don't see it. Maybe it was a big one of these. Oh, yeah, this is the one that I really thought would pan out a lot better. This one I had a 766 on my last playthrough, so I'm trying to avoid doing too many of the same tractors. Alrighty, sorry about that. Just, tractor things. I'm not a tractor guy like some of you in terms of being like super into all the specs and details, but I can get lost in a tractor magazine. You know what I'm saying? I can get lost learning about things. So I just wanted to see some possibilities. I do have a mod for a white tractor that kind of feels like whatever this era is. I don't really know what era this is we're working here, but maybe one of those could work. It's an interesting tractor. I had it on one modded save. I used it a little bit, but I mostly just assigned a worker to use it, if I'm honest. So I'd be happy to put some hours on that tractor again. And I don't feel like White and Case are necessarily enemies in the way that Case IH and John Deere probably wouldn't be on the same farm. I could do that. Maybe we'll get rid of the 856 and look at that white modded tractor. Get turned around here again. Quarter after 5, sun's getting low. We're definitely going to be doing some night harvesting of the canola. I cannot slow the time. Of all the things I can adjust, I cannot slow the time. I definitely don't want to wait until morning, though. I want to get it harvested in this in-game day. And the next day is going to be almost all that big case. Because I'll have to turn these fields over. And that big case is the only tractor that can pull the subsoiler we have. I think we'll probably do a bean harvest next, at least in several of these bigger fields. Because beans pay pretty well. Alright, we're at 66%. Keep an eye on this right corner. Get going again. But I do also want to get a little bit more of that silage off of the end piece. So I don't know if I'll do that as well. I guess I kind of have to, right? Lots to do on the farm, always. one of the things that I love most about playing this game is just you feel like, even though you're not actually farming, you feel like you're building something, you're accomplishing something. I don't like to play games as much anymore. I did when I was younger, but I don't play as many games now where it's just another round of sprinting towards the enemy and pulling the trigger for hours on end. Like, there's a time and a place for that style of game, I think, and the time was when I was young, and the place was, well, when I was young. Not that I'm that old now, it's just not really what interests me as much. Okay, so let's get in our pickup. This is probably silly. If I'm going to be driving a truck in the field, I might as well be driving the semi in the field and just fill that up. But we'll see how it does. It's good to use the truck, you know? So many people play this game and they have tons and tons of really cool pickup trucks, and you never see them actually use them in the field. I mean, to each their own. It's fine if that's how you play, but I like to use them. It's so funny that the in-game grain trailer is the one that makes it so that the corn comes out the bottom. Playthrough full of mods, and it's a base game wagon that's doing that. Funny, funny. Also need to run up to the store and get a bucket for that telehandler so I can clean these pigs out. How you doing, pigs? So, oh, we have 10 pigs, only 6 cows, but we're up to 10 pigs. They're doing pretty good with their corn here. They're making more piggies. Good. That's your job. Make more piggies. How you doing on water? They could use. Oh, they're okay on water. The cows need a little bit of water. There's only 6 cows. Not producing super fast either. Shouldn't they have TMR? What are they missing? Oh, maybe hay. So hay bales, if I remember right, are only like $6.50, yeah? Maybe what we'll do is sell some corn and buy some hay bales so we can get them on TMR. Because they'll produce a lot faster than... Milk pays decent if you... there we go. If you have enough cows, you can get quite a bit of milk. That would help us pay for our tanker, among other things. Alright, while this fills, let's double check that we can get this tanker that I want, which will be in animals. Yeah, here, right here. It's only 7,000. Perfect. It'll pay for itself with one load of milk. I want to get this to put on the back of our Mac, on the back of this truck. Alright, great. Wait, what? There was only 765 liters left? Very cool. Alright, everybody, thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I'm enjoying this new start, and I hope you are too. Leave some comments down below, and we'll press on to the next episode. Bye for now.